Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Trillionaire Mac. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down the trade of the week. So last week, the trade of the week takes place on EURUSD. Now this is something that I usually do for students who sign up for one-on-one sessions. So this week I decided to do it on EURUSD, but I decided to do it for you guys, a part of the YouTube family. All right, so in this video, we're going to be breaking down the trade that gave you the most return on investment, as well as the trade that you could have caught if you used the information within the institutional trading course in order to profit. All right, so with that being said, sit back, relax, let's get into the video. If you're not a part of the YouTube family, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you a part of the family. There will be live streams coming very soon for you guys. We're literally waiting on one more piece of equipment for us to go ahead and start moving forward with the live streaming on YouTube. And once we do start live streaming on YouTube, you guys will be able to day trade with me during New York session on YouTube. I'll be able to analyze any of the pairs that you guys are interested in me analyzing, as well as so much more. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start first on the H4 time frame. Not only am I going to break down the trade of the week last week for you guys, but I'm also going to give you guys a little bit of insight on what I'm looking for EURUSD to do this week once the market opens. All right, so right now the market is closed, but as you guys know, today is Sunday, April 3rd, so the market will be opening up today in a few hours actually. So let's go ahead and get into this breakdown. Let's go ahead and upload this so you guys can take advantage. So first we're going to look at structure. Okay, so if we're looking at H4 structure, we can see that we have this high printed here, price prints this higher low, and then we push to the upside, giving us this breakup structure, right? Giving us this higher high here. So throughout this entire area, we understand that we are bullish. Now on the H4 time frame, my first point of interest was actually this area right here, right? We were able to get multiple trades out of this region with the push that you guys can see. I believe we had one break-even trade somewhere over here after price had pushed to the upside, giving us some profit. And we also had another break-even trade right over here that we counted for 5% because price pushed about 11.5% here and then returned back to our entry, right? So we had multiple trades within this area that we were able to capitalize off of. And within the Telegram community, hopefully you guys were able to capitalize off of this 11.5% move to the upside here. And then what happens is price essentially builds liquidity for us to sweep. So we can see that we have these lows right here within this area. And then what happens, price sweeps that liquidity to the downside, right? So we understood that we had to have some other type of point of interest in order for price to play from. In this case here, okay, I actually broke this down to the H1 time frame. Let me show you guys. And we can see that we have somewhat of a point of interest here, right? So this was my H1 point of interest right here. Let's go to the H2 time frame so you guys can see it a little more clear. Perfect, right? So we can see that this candle here is my refinement, okay, based on the H2. And then what we were able to do is we were able to actually refine these down just a little bit more to the M15 to figure out exactly where we wanted to see price tap into. So let's actually break this down to the M15 and let's talk about the refinements that we currently see. So let's replay this over here and then let's break this down to the M15. But a core student of mine who actually lives out in Germany sent this trade to me, and as you guys can see, we are in deep profit. This is not a bad trade whatsoever. His name is actually Otto, right? And he sent me a message today and he is now a funded trader. So I wanted to shout out this trade that he sent me because of this trade here, he is now a funded trader. So he says, hey Mac, I wanted to say a huge thank you to you and the team. I just passed phase 2 of my funded account. I am now a 6-figure trader. Guys, this is absolutely bananas. He says, through all the long, restless nights, I can truly say your course made it all worth it. I wish I would have found you 2 years ago. Ha! And the trading plan you teach us in the course, I don't know why you share that type of knowledge publicly. Feel free to check out my trading plan. It literally breaks down from A to Z exactly what I look for, and it makes it very simple for you guys to have a 1, 2, 3 step process. Looking forward to joining the mentorship. Now that I'm funded, I would like to learn your day trading style within your mentorship program. Once again, my family and I thank you, Mac. My wife is so grateful for the patience you had with us. Kind regards, Otto. Shout out to Otto using the information within the institutional trading course to take his family to the next level. He is now a 6-figure trader. I want you guys to get this information, in your hands before the price changes. Go right now, click the link in the description, check out the course, purchase it, and make sure you use the discount code. Do not pay full price. All right, I'll catch you guys within the video. Let's get it. Okay, perfect. So within these areas here, we can see that one of my refinements was this candle right here, okay, using the rules within the institutional trading course, and another one of my refinements is using this candle right here, okay. Both of these are demand points of interest, and we can see that we have inducement for this apex here, okay, that inducement being this region here, okay, and we also have inducement for this point of interest here with this area right here, right? So we have two valid points of interest and we have two valid inducement areas for those points of interest. So that's absolutely perfect. So let's go ahead and head to the higher time frame and see what's going on. So if we go to the H1 time frame, right, and we see that we have our refined point of interest here. Okay, we have our higher time H2 zone, which is already marked up, and then we have our two M15 points of interest that are also marked up with gray. Right now, for the time being, I'm just going to delete this point of interest here, okay, based on the first point of interest, so we can see what's going on. So we can see that price created a little bit of liquidity to the downside here, okay, and then what happens, then we sweep to the downside and we tap into that higher time frame points of interest. Now, those of you who have been watching my more recent content, okay, and for those of you that are part of the institutional trading course or part of the mentorship program, you guys know that I have started to slightly change up my entry model, okay. It's nothing bad about the original model, but it's just as you trade, right, things continue to evolve and things continue to improve. But my new entry model will be taught to you guys within the day trading masterclass, so definitely stay tuned, right? So with that entry model, we can start off on the H1 time frame, right? The H1 time frame, essentially we pull into this higher time frame zone here, and I was looking for one thing to take place on the M15 time frame. All right, so now that we're on the M15, let's zoom in just a little bit. Right? So I was waiting on something to take place on the M15 time frame in order to give me the okay to go to my lower time frame. We can see that price taps into this region here. Okay, we push to the downside, we tap into this region and have multiple rejections, and then we take out those rejections here with this nice bearish move, tapping into our higher time frame point of interest, which is here, right? Once I saw that, okay, then I was comfortable to go on to the M2 time frame, which, as you guys know, I'm either going to take my entries on the M5, the M2, or the M1 time frame. All right, it's completely up to you guys on what time frame you want to take advantage of. All right, but more information will be brought to you guys, of course, within the institutional course or within the day trading masterclass, so stay tuned for that. So the area that I was looking to take a buy position from, okay, was this area right here, based on my new entry model rules, okay? So we can see that price trades back into this area here. I actually took a 50% position. That position took place here. Okay, so my entry was 50%. Stop loss was just resting under these lows here. And then you guys know I like to round up, okay? I never like to round down. So if we zoom out just a little bit so we can see the parameters on this trade here for you guys. All right, we can see, let's get rid of this. Okay, we can see that we risked about 2 pips on this trade here. Okay, so stop loss was around 2 pips. Not bad at all. Okay, as you guys know, usually my stop loss models are, you know, single digits. All right, and then price, of course, starts to push to the upside from there. So we simply just waited for price to tap into our higher time frame zone. Okay, which you guys saw was based on the H2 along with our M15 refinements. Okay, and then I used a simple, very simple entry model with rules in order to take advantage of the entry. So first entry took place here. Okay, now we're going to get rid of this entry, and what we're going to do is we're going to break down this second entry as well. So we're going to place that on the H1 time frame, and we're going to talk about this trade right here. Okay, same exact thing, okay, based on this trade here. Same exact rule, same exact model. All right, so we see that price takes off, and this was actually based on the H1 time frame at this point here. Okay, so what I did first was I actually waited for the H1 time frame to give me a change of momentum, all right, after tapping into this higher time frame zone. So we can see that change of momentum takes place here. All right, let's switch this. That was based on the M15, but let's place this on the H1. So we can see within this area here, price creates a low here, okay? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we create a higher high. So the previous lower high that we take out based on the H1 time frame would be here. Okay, so we take this low, we take this high, essentially leaving an H1 point of interest within this area right here. Now I already have that refined down to the M15 time frame, which was here, and then from there we can refine just a little more, M5, and then of course my entry time frame being the M2. All right, now I know what you guys are going to be asking. You guys are going to be asking, hey Mac, what are the rules for the new entry model? I'll only be teaching it to my institutional course students as well as my mentorship students. Now those of you within the Telegram community, all right, we will still be using the entry model that you guys are used to, okay? That entry model is still going to be used for our higher time frame trades, but my day trades are going to consist of parameters, so actual, entry, stop loss, and take profit numbers, and those numbers will be based on my new entry model. So it won't be something that I'm going to teach within the Telegram community, but you guys will still be able to take advantage of those trades, with my day trading signals and things like that, all right? Oh, also, everyone within the Telegram community, we will be day trading every single day now. So even if we do have higher time frame trades, okay, that do set up, we will still be day trading one of my day trades every single morning. So you guys can be expecting plenty of parameters from that for sure. All right. So if we just exit out of this and we just go back to the higher time frame to see what price is currently doing, let's go to the H1. Perfect. So if we go back to the H1 time frame, we can see that this trade here there we go. Okay, perfect. So we can see that one of our trades, okay, produced about 76.36%. The other one produced about 95.85%. Okay, and our targets was simply based on our macro time frame, right? So if we're expecting, based on the H4, if we're expecting price to tap into demand and then continue to push to the upside, we're expecting that push to the upside to target our H4 highs, right? So if this is our H4 high before our H4 higher low forms here, okay, we should be expecting after that higher low forms, we should be expecting another higher high to take place in order to take out this area right here. So as price moved to the upside, this was our take profit here, and we can see that hit for about 191 pips, and our other trade hit for about 190 pips, so not bad at all, producing us the trade of the week, right? So remember, everyone who has access to the institutional trading course, or everyone who is a part of the mentorship program, all right, just using the rules within the course to the T, you were able to produce these types of results right here. Absolutely phenomenal, absolutely amazing, right? So for those of you that were able to profit off of this trade here, I want you to go ahead and drop down in the comment section below, okay? How was this trade for you guys? If you enjoyed it, if not, drop your reasons why, all right? And we're also going to be giving you guys a little freebie with what I'm looking for next. So let's drop this down to the lower time frame and let's discuss what we are currently waiting on. So as you guys can see here, if we go to the H1 time frame, we can see that the structure we're playing around with, okay, this is the low here and this is the high right up here. Okay, this was really based on the H4 time frame as well. So we can see price pushes to the upside after we create that higher high, or excuse me, the higher low, and then we push to the upside, taking out the previous higher high while forming a new one. So within this retracement here, we were actually looking for short-term sells. Okay, we took a buy position here. Okay, we can see that buy position did play out just a little bit and then it took us out, so that was a minus 1% here. Still a valid opportunity to look for a buy position. That was taken out with this move to the downside and then it created an H1 point of interest in order for us to possibly look for sells, right? So we can see that we dropped a little bit of inducement here, Okay, so this zone here is actually where I'm going to look to take advantage of my partials after I enter the market down here, right? And with those partials, we should see price react to this level one way or another. We may get a nice reaction, or we may get a failure of a reaction, but nonetheless, we should react to this level regardless. Okay, and we were looking for H1 shorts into our H4 longs. Okay, so our long position that we're going to look to take is going to be down here within this area. Once price taps into this point of interest that you guys see here, you guys can feel free to look for your buy entry. Okay, whether that be with candlesticks, whether that be with other rules and regulations that you guys may have. But once price taps into this area here, okay, my Telegram community, as well as everyone on my team, will be looking for EURUSD H4 buy positions. All right. With that being said, this is your boy Trillionaire Mac. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to contact me. Much love for you guys. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you would like more content. And peace out.